Biggest cruise ships in the world. Ada Nova. The Ada Nova is a huge cruise ship that is widely praised as being the first of its kind to operate completely on liquefied natural gas. Given the Ada Nova's size, this accomplishment is twice as impressive as lots of power is needed to move the 183,858-ton beast. The ship is 337 meters long, it rises 69 meters above water level, and cost a whopping $1.1 billion to build. The new technology caused several delays in the ship's launch, however. Her sea trials and maiden voyage had to be pushed back several months due to complications and a fire that broke out on board. However, once it was finally launched in 2018, there was no looking back. Up to 6,654 passengers enjoy cruising along the Mediterranean on the grand ship, and they are served by a crew of 1,646 members. There are over 2,600 cabins for guests to choose from, including 31 purpose-built suites. When it comes to food and drink, passengers are spoiled for choice. There are 17 restaurants, including 6 a la carte, 5 specialty restaurants, and 5 buffet restaurants. Meanwhile, 23 bars provide a wide range of refreshing drinks, coffee specialties, and cocktails. Childcare services and entertainment facilities such as Kids Club and Beach Club are available, and you can relax at a stunning luxury day spa while the cocktails take effect. The spa spans over 3,545 square meters spread across 2 decks and provides amazing sea views. It features 5 different saunas, 2 private wellness suites, and a tepidarium. The Ada Nova has 2 sister ships scheduled for delivery in 2021 and 2023, so keep an eye out for those. Costa Smeralda. The largest ship of the Costa Cruise Line Company is the $950 million Costa Smeralda. It is presented as a symbol of beauty, style, and Italian hospitality. It is also an impressive feat of engineering. The ship is 337 meters long and 42 meters at its widest point. Out of respect for the environment and passion for the sea, the Costa Smeralda uses new and more efficient propulsion technology. As a result, though, its speed is slightly less than other cruise ships, with the Smeralda operating at a maximum of just 21.5 knots. Up to 6,554 guests are invited to an Italian experience of shopping, drinking, and delicious cuisine. You will feel like you are strolling through the streets of Italy with the added bonus of a glorious sea view. You can even take part in the action by signing up to cookery classes taught by professional chefs, for an added fee, of course. There is something to offer for all ages. While there's plenty of culture and elegant design to appreciate, there are also silent discos and virtual bands for music lovers to enjoy. If you have small children aged between 1 and 3, you can drop them off at the Under 3 Mini Club. They'll be well looked after, and so will you by the 1,646 crew members. If you're a fan of Europe and a Mediterranean lifestyle, then this cruise is a must. Oasis of the Seas and Allure of the Seas. Oasis of the Seas and Allure of the Seas are extremely similar in their build and were launched by Royal Caribbean in 2009 and 2010 respectively. The Oasis cost $1.4 billion to construct, whereas the Allure cost $1.5 billion. Both ships are 360 meters long, 60.5 meters wide, and 72 meters high above the waterline. They each have a maximum passenger capacity of 6,780. The Oasis has a slightly higher gross tonnage now, thanks to additional cabins being added as recently as 2019. But the 2 cruise ships practically started off as twins. In terms of the facilities on board, both have their own unique claims to fame though. The Oasis introduced many amenities that would come to feature in later models, such as an outdoor aqua theater and an open-air corridor that is carved out along the lengths of the vessel. It also saw the addition of a glass-covered solarium with a pool and provides many activities that promote fitness. Passengers can swim, play volleyball or basketball on one of the numerous courts. Alternatively, they can take part in more extreme sports like ziplining or rock climbing. Meanwhile, the Allure has more of the focus on shopping, dining, and relaxation. It was the first ship to feature a Starbucks coffee shop at sea and has no less than 25 dining options. A concierge club offers the ultimate convenience, and guests have access to a state-of-the-art fitness center where they can take lessons in yoga or Tai Chi. A luxurious two-deck dance hall and a 1,380-seat theater provide cultured entertainment in the evenings. Both ships are equally magnificent and live up to their names. Harmony of the Seas. Harmony of the Seas is the longest cruise ship in the world, measuring 362 meters in length. However, it is the second largest cruise vessel in terms of gross tonnage and capacity. She can carry up to 2,687 passengers and 2,300 crew members at any time. Owned and operated by the Royal Caribbean, Harmony of the Seas was built by STX France for the equivalent of $1.35 billion. Just like her Oasis-class sisters, the ship is divided into 7 neighborhoods and includes a central park and boardwalk. There's plenty of culture for guests to soak in as they wander around. In addition to a 1,400-seat theater that hosts shows you'd find on Broadway, the ship's decor includes 11,252 works of art. If you're after excitement, head over to one of the 23 swimming pools where you're likely to find water slides, surf simulators, or other water-based attractions. Harmony of the Seas was actually the first of the Royal Caribbean fleet to have water slides. When you start to feel hungry, 20 onboard restaurants provide a range of global cuisines that feature foods from Asia to the Mediterranean and beyond. If you're concerned about the environment, you'll be happy to know that compared to other similar vessels, Harmony of the Sea was built to be more energy efficient. A smooth hull and small air bubbles reduce fuel consumption and propeller noise, which results in a greener and more peaceful ride. The engine also uses a waste heat recovery system, helping you drive the propellers. So, the only thing you need to worry about is how you spend your time on this magnificent ship. Symphony of the Seas. Symphony of the Seas is the largest of Royal Caribbean's fleet and takes the crown as the biggest cruise ship in the world. This 228,081-ton giant took 3 years to build and cost $1.35 billion. It is 361 meters long and has 18 decks that measure 72.5 meters high in total. Within the 16 decks for passenger use, you will find a record-breaking 2,759 staterooms. That's enough to accommodate up to 6,680 passengers. There's a festival of activities on board, so your family will never be stuck for things to do. You can choose from 22 different restaurants located throughout the ship, including an Alice in Wonderland themed restaurant called Wonderland Imaginative Cuisine. After dinner, check out one of the 42 bars or lounges, some of which have live entertainment. You will certainly be well looked after by the 2,200 members of the Royal Caribbean crew. Although there is one bar, Bionic Bar, where robots serve the drinks. If you're feeling more adventurous, have a go on the ship's zipline or climb one of its 13 meters high rock climbing walls. Then again, if you don't feel like building up a sweat, you can cool off in one of the ship's 24 swimming pools, which include whirlpools, surf simulators, and water slides. The ultimate abyss is a scary water slide that sends riders down a 28 meters drop. Young children might prefer to visit Splashway Bay, a playground and water park. Adults who are looking to relax can check into the Vitality at Sea Spa or go for a walk around the ship's 7 neighborhoods. The Central Park neighborhood holds over 20,700 plants. There are plenty of other gems to discover too. Even the rooms themselves can be an adventure. The ultimate family suite allows for non-stop fun and entertainment. It can cost up to $60,000 depending on the cruise though. While many people would love to experience a trip on board this grand vessel, one person who won't be allowed the chance again is American Nick Nadev. In January of 2019, a video was posted on Instagram and later picked up by national media that showed Nadev jumping overboard from his cabin on the 11th deck. He survived the stunt, but was quickly arrested by the ship's officers before being handed over to the local police. the Royal Caribbean banned Nadiv and his friends from sailing on any of its ships ever again. So take our advice, stay on board, and make use of all the incredible facilities that the world's biggest cruise ship has to offer.